Hello everyone. Today is Tuesday, February 20th, 2024 at 9:43 p.m. at night. Um so well, from the looks of it, I'm going to have to be back on the streets tomorrow and I go back to work tomorrow. Um I'm feeling so fatigued and tired. Um I'm feeling so fatigued and tired. Oh, I'm not ready to go back on the streets nor go back to work tomorrow. But I mean, I can't believe that even though it's easy, I can't believe that I can like get tired from rolling up silverware. You know, my body's tired, and even last night I don't think I had enough sleep last night. So I think I went to bed. I don't remember what time I went to bed, but I didn't get to fall asleep until probably after 2 o'clock in the morning. But I think I try to go to bed way sooner than that. And then yeah, I woke up at 8:34 this morning, and I went to breakfast, and they had the milk sitting out on the counter for I don't know how long, you know, and so um all I had was a muffin and apple juice. But if the milk was cold enough, I probably would have got some cereal if it wasn't sour or. So that's all I had was like a small cup of apple juice and a banana nut muffin. And then I went back here and I did not, I mean, other than going to breakfast, I did not leave out of here not one other time today. And I didn't spend any money today. I did not spend not a penny today, you know. And so, excuse me. So somebody helped me out with a little bit extra for a little bit of food, money for food. But I'm dreading the idea of having to check out of here and go back on the streets tomorrow. This is a hard way to live. You know, it's a very hard way to live. But, you know, I don't know. I'll be afraid that I'm on the verge of like a emotional meltdown and cry or have panic attacks or something going through this. You know, so I was trying to share more short stories, you know, on social media today. I was too tired to write anything new, but I've been wanting to, but been so like tired. And for lunch, I had the leftover those Chinese donuts. I had leftover from yesterday, from the Chinese food. That was my lunch. And I had five of them. And well, they came 10, so I had 5 yesterday and 5 today. But I mean, I ate both of the egg rolls yesterday for lunch. But if I would have thought about it, I should have had one egg roll yesterday and one egg roll today. Um, and so then I took a shower, and the tub got, the man fixed the tub the other day, and it was stopped up, and then it drained, and then I took a shower again, and it stopped up again. And I've been just like tired all day. And even with me being up in here for the past couple of days, I've been forced urinated. They've been forced the perps, or the direct energy weapons or whatever. I have to deal with the forced urination. You know, and almost not being able to succeed at making it to the toilet in time. You know, but um I was trying to ask, like, for more help with more hotel room nights. Um, I was trying to ask for more help with more hotel room nights, but um, so that I can stay off the streets and be able to rest properly in order to function well at work, and also to be able to stay clean and perform my hygiene and everything, you know. And I've been looking for what other ways could I um you know earn more money or make more money, and not out of greed or covetousness, but out of necessity, um with struggling to survive, you know. So, but I kept on forgetting to tell y'all that Friday um Friday morning, this past Friday morning, I called this agency, and when I contacted the agency, it was an agency called Stark Corp or something like that, and the biological brother Sean got housing through that program. And so Stark Corp said that they couldn't help me unless I had a referral from Unity. A lot of these organizations say that you have to have a referral from Unity. And when I called Unity on Friday, um, I don't even remember whether it was her or the lady at Unity or the lady from Stark Corp. One of them was a little bit rude. Um, but the lady from Unity, um, I called her, and she basically tried to tell me that they don't have anything and that all they got is shelters. But when you go to the shelters, they're always full and no room, like no space available. At least I tried again. I tried and I tried again. These people would not help me at all, saying that all they got is shelters. And the shelters be full, and they full of bed bugs, they're cults, and they gang stalk and bully me out of the shelters and the day centers. And so I mean, like, what am I supposed to do? And, well, at least they straight up told me that there's basically nothing. But back in 2018 and 19, they kind of gave me the runaround. And I got no help. And it was hard even in 2018 and 19 before I finally got the final confirmation of being gang stalked. Um, you know, the shelter, even back then, the shelters were always full. You know, so it was extremely hard to get into the shelters. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So, but opening doors in Pensacola, they gave me the runaround, and they even had me go through this course of this, like, I guess, financial literacy course, and made false promises that if you go through this program, you can get housing or whatever. But the housing would you know, the housing in Pensacola, I mean, it wasn't Section 8 or a low income. You would have had to have your own, find your own place to live, and they weren't going to help you. They weren't going to give you any hints or whatever. And so I took the financial literacy course, and then they linked me up with Catholic Charities in Pensacola, and twice they gave me Catholic Charities gave me like 1 week in a hotel, and that was it. you know but they did say that while I was in the hotel, that they gave me this paperwork to fill out, and I went to look for certain websites, excuse me, um like Thrifty Nickel, Craigslist, and I don't remember what other websites, um to look for housing. And each time in 2000, late 2019, early 2020, it was early 2020. Each time I tried to look for housing, the gang stalkers would hijack and steal and hurry up and get that place before I get it, or the landlord would refuse to rent to me. They would refuse to rent to me. So, but they were quick to rent to the gang stalkers, um, that just wanted to steal from me, and they wouldn't even they wouldn't even let me you know get out of my homeless situation. You had a place to live, and you just they weren't even homeless, but you know how when you transition from moving one place to another, that's more like what they did. But I needed the housing, the cheap 475 cottage to live in. 475 a month, this cottage. And then another place that was five something. They sabotaged everything, keeping me homeless. And that was several months after I applied for the area housing. Um, it was like I went to Pensacola with April 30th, 2019. May 15th, which was a little bit over 2 weeks later, I applied at area housing. And so May 15th, 2019, all the way to September of 2023, that's how long I've been on that list. Just for me to only be able to stay there 1 month and go through what I went through and then have to be back on the streets again. You know. So I mean, I guess with unity, like, what are y'all there for if y'all can't help any damn body? Or y'all just don't want to help any damn body. And at one point, because the online stalkers called up opening doors in Pensacola and showed them my YouTube videos about that lady making false promises and she stood me up. And then opening doors, they blocked my phone number. So I couldn't get services. Just like the Rebuild Center here in New Orleans, that fake ass Kenitha Grooms Williams lady refused to answer my calls anymore. And she must have smear campaigned me to that lady that helped me get my license. She must have smear campaigned me to her too, because that lady won't even answer my calls. Um, Excuse me, y'all. They're making me itch, make certain areas of my face itch. So people to falsely accuse you of wanting to be homeless, or falsely accuse you of being lazy and don't want to work, or they falsely assume and jump to conclusions that you're not trying or you're not trying hard enough. And they don't know what your battle is, but they think they know your battle better than you know your battle. Like, if you report a homeless shelter for gang stalking, then they refuse you services like for the rest of your life. You know. But I never before mentioned anything about that agency Unity participating in gang stalking. I don't have that much experience with them like that. I actually had more active hands-on experience with opening doors. In 2021 was when that lady Igeria Bridges from opening doors, when she stood me up and lied to me, and then when I confronted her about it I don't remember how much later on, and she got an attitude with me. Maybe a couple of months later, and she got an attitude with me. So, like, she juiced my head up, and to think be all kinds of excited and everything to finally have housing or whatever. And sometimes they make false promises and then go AWOL on you. And then they had this guy that named Caleb Houston. He went to he was supposed to start up a program where homeless people can stay in huts, Conestoga huts. And his mission failed because he didn't get to raise enough money. Because he was supposed to do like huts and another shelter in Pensacola. And excuse me, and he wrote a book and everything, and they told me that my name was the first on the list for the they told me that my name was the first on the list for the to have the free huts, excuse me. So But they had that other homeless agency in Pensacola, and a man named, his name was Rick Dye, and he was abusive, narcissistic, hard, and mean. And I can't remember. I think it was called the REAP program. And then they had this lady that was a druggie that worked with that program and lied and said that there was some shelter or housing or whatever. And I went over there, and it was nothing like what she lied and said it was. And then she got really nasty with me, and her and the other lady, they were fraudulently and illegally driving around with a white car and excuse me, and one headlight or whatever. And I got into a big altercation with them, you know. And she sent me all the way. I don't remember what bus route in Pensacola that I took, or I went in an unfamiliar area in Pensacola. That was my only time I think I went in that area. And it was me. I got into an argument with her and a few other people, and then some months later, I heard that she had got fired or something like that. And I don't remember the entire or the true story or the whole story or whatever. So I don't want to get things mixed up. So I thought I remember hearing that she got fired or something, and they were all over the news in Pensacola as well. Excuse me. So in here in New Orleans, they told a lot of lies talking about that they help homeless people get into apartments. The people who were homeless and or people who are homeless living underneath the bridge. I still see people homeless, living in tents underneath the bridge. And I can't even live. I can't even live like that. You know. And I myself, back in 2017, 18, 19, one of those years, was seeing like big, huge rats. You know. So I mean, excuse me. So I can't even. I mean, I can't even live. And it's very unsafe. You know to live under the Claiborne Bridge or the bridge right by the Greyhound station downtown. Um, and I heard that there a lot of people die, and there's a lot of crime. You know, and and it's very dangerous. If homeless people steal, kill, and destroy, like they steal from, kill, and destroy other homeless, just like people in the hood, or in bad neighborhoods, or low income bad neighborhoods, like wherever there's poverty there's crime or whatever, and homelessness is even worse. you know Excuse me. And then to think about that, the foster mom, I was a foster child, and the foster mom would say that I'm gonna grow up to be homeless and living underneath the bridge. The earliest I remember her telling me that was sometime in elementary school. Why tell? I mean, she would not have told her birth children that. you know. But excuse me. Um, so I heard that she was trying to blood sacrifice her first child, the foster sister Shelley, you know, and it was a failed blood sacrifice attempt. And then after a while, Shelley turned out to be the top favorite child, you know. I mean, I don't know if she was, I mean, if she tried to kill her, meaning outright murder or blood sacrifice. And they said that that was the real reason why the foster sister Shelley had a big gash in her head when she was a baby or something. Or she had like one eye closed or something like that, you know, when she was a baby. Excuse me. But all three of the foster mom's biological kids are abusive and narcissistic. And the foster sister April was the black sheep of those three. You know, April was the black sheep of those three, but she was abusive and narcissistic as well. You know, but yeah, but I mean, April I think was more like just narcissistic, but Shelly is a freaking sociopath, and the foster brother Joe is a straight up psycho. And I think that the fake foster mom Adrian Felder, I think she was a straight up psychopath as well. Forget narcissistic abuser. I think she's a straight up psychopath. You know, in the biological family, every single last one of them, except for me, and I don't think Sean is, but everybody else is some fucking sociopaths. Excuse me. Family full of sociopaths. Now, I don't think the biological mom Frances was a sociopath or a psychopath, but she probably was, I guess, narcissistic, you know. And the biological dad, Arthur, well, I've heard stories about him enough to make me question whether or not he was a straight up psychopath. But the biological brother, Pete, you know, a straight up psychopath. And Ramona is a freaking in marketing, they freaking sociopaths. The biological Monica and Raymond, freaking sociopaths. You know. But Derek, you know, a woman beating sociopath. And Wyatt is freaking sociopath. And my twin sister, yeah, sociopath. But certain family members make me question whether or not they straight up psycho. You know. But before I came on here, I watched the YouTube video about, I mean, it was recommended to me, a YouTube video about a homeless lady. I mean, I'm sorry, what am I saying? A YouTube video about a foster mom killed a 5-year-old boy. She killed a 5-year-old boy. And everybody was saying that foster mother looked crazy and everything like that, you know. But, you know, but some people were commenting that that she looked demon possessed or that she was demon possessed, you know. So, um, but yeah, but I mean, I so basically, like today, there was an employer that called me and told me that they're hiring, and I don't know if I mean, when I'm supposed to have the interview. Um, so yesterday I tried to call this janitorial company that's supposed to be hiring. But nah, that wasn't today. That was yesterday. Excuse me. That I called the janitorial company. Or was it today? Either way, I mean, I don't want to get frustrated 'cause not remembering whether it was either yesterday or today. And the lady was abusive, narcissistic, and like I forgot that this pair of earbuds, it stopped working um for my phone, so I need to get another pair. I have extra pairs of earbuds. Excuse me. So I forgot that I keep forgetting that this pair of earbuds stopped working. So when I try to call with my earbuds in, and people get mad and hang up or whatever, but I call back and I take my earbuds out, and then they can hear me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, I forgot. So I need to get my another pair of earbuds and be able to talk on the phone with the earbuds. So, but the way the lady rude was like so rude about hanging up, and then um I think that was today, and she was so rude with hanging up, and then I finally talked to her, and she seemed like abusive, narcissistic, hard, and mean. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be her employee. She got that personality. But I Google searched the company, and the company has like a 4.8 rating for Google reviews. You know, so excuse me, but I mean, I don't even know if I probably should give that another shot or what. But I mean, I'm panicking, trying to survive every day because I you know, don't have the ability, physical or mental ability to work to be able to handle two jobs, and I don't have a car. And then excuse me, and then you know, I but financially, even with the social security check, um when they would take out the SSI, with me working or whatever. But even with the social security check, that plus the work paycheck is still not enough. And um things were made to be worse once they that fake girl had you know perked me out of that extended stay hotel, and making things harder for me. You know, as I said, she was shady from the get-go. Excuse me. And I can't even get any closure or anything, or anybody to talk to straighten out the problem. And of course, she smear campaigned and lied on me to protect herself and protect her fake image and protect her job. You know, in which her being a gang stalker, she would have got away with it anyway. You know, so that opportunity where I could have combined my work paycheck plus the entire Social Security paycheck and pay for a whole month to stay in an extended stay place, that is now out of the question. And I could have conveniently just walked like 5 minutes and walk across the highway to get to work. That opportunity is just freaking ruined now. It's ruined. Excuse me. I mean, and to pay for one night here, you get something to eat. But to pay for one night here, it's the same price to pay for one night over there, too. But that's supposed to be the extended stay. You know, and I mean, it was shady for the fact that when I tried to do laundry, um, you know, right after I applied for the job and got hired right on the spot, and then right that afternoon, I went to try to do laundry, and she just shut down the entire laundry room and then lied and said that none of the machines work. Like, how you knew I got a job? How you knew I just got a job? And how you knew I was trying to come to do laundry? And she had just shut the laundry room. Like, you shut down the whole laundry room, and other people cannot get their laundry done. And if there's a laundry room with at least 5 or 6 washers and 5 or 6 dryers, how do you say that all of them do not work and you shut down the whole laundromat? Something ain't right with that. Right when I get hired for the job and then go try to get my clothes washed, you shut down the whole laundromat and then lie and say that everything's broke. Right when just like in Pensacola, excuse me, I was staying at that extended stay hospitality inn, and they gang stalked me out of there and wrongfully banned me from there. I went to that Dollar Tree on Mobile Highway near, and they shut down the entire Dollar Tree. I did a fake street theater to shut down the entire Dollar Tree. Just to prevent me from shopping there. And I was forced to have to spend more money shopping at fake Walmart right next door. Well, it wasn't directly right next door, but, it was very close by. And I went to this restaurant one time in Pensacola. Excuse me. And it's like one time they created a whole fake street theater scenario to prevent me from eating there, and then they prevented everybody from eating there. So like with the Dollar Tree incident, they shut down the entire Dollar Tree just so that I couldn't shop there, and then other people had to, even other gang stalkers had to suffer as well. And I remember what happened right before Halloween this past year, that you shut down the whole entire hotel services, for people to check in. You shut down the whole system. And that's the only time I saw her. Never saw her again. before or after. That was the only night I saw her. And she acted like she was new and didn't know what she was doing, but then act like she was the big boss with all the fake authority. Nobody was there, and then they were you know, prevented me from checking in. You prevent everybody else, including other gang stalkers. Um, like you're a gang stalker and they're gang stalkers. I'm the target, and even gang stalkers couldn't even check in. They shut everything down. Um, so that I couldn't check in. And then I was forced to have to pay $10 for an Uber to go to another hotel and then pay more money, you know, pay way more money. I think I was supposed to pay like $55 or 50 something dollars. I don't remember. 50 or 70 something. And then I ended up having to pay like 80 or 90 something at the other hotel. So, yeah. Excuse me. But so for dinner I had leftover Chinese food, leftover um rice, broccoli, and sesame chicken. It was like three little small, I guess they call it florets of broccoli and sesame chicken, and I was so tired that I couldn't even eat. And I was too full to eat all my food. I couldn't even finish eating the rest of the rice. I was so tired that I kind of barely was hungry. But between eating the donut, the little Chinese donuts, and eating the um the dinner, I felt hungry in between. But I didn't go to the snack machine or anything like that. But I was hungry, and then once I ate, I didn't even have that much of an appetite, you know. But yeah, so I yeah, I mean, excuse me. It's like none of these so-called homeless organizations, excuse me, none of these so-called homeless organizations can help me. You know, no hotel vouchers, no motel vouchers, none of that. Um, dang. So because of the I had no there were no gnats in here Friday at all. But now they got gnats in here because of the bathtub being stopped up. That was the problem before I got in here. Excuse me. So I'll let them know tomorrow morning. Um, I'll let them know. I'm just, as I said, I've been so tired all day. Um, Excuse me. It's hard getting any help. It's hard getting help. I mean, imagine if that situation I think it was last Thursday, would not have happened. Um, was it last Wednesday or last Thursday that happened at the other hotel? If that situation would not have happened, then the I could have combined the first work paycheck plus the social security check together and paid for an entire month of extended stay. And that probably would have took up both paychecks all together, that plus me having to my phone bill I have to pay. Um and then I would have had to continue working and saving up for the next month, and or I might have been struggling for necessities that like food and maybe laundry and hygiene items and stuff like that. It probably would have been just enough to cover the it would have been probably been just excuse me probably would have been just enough to cover the oh, can't even think, you know, both. It would have taken both the social security check and the first work paycheck combined together would have probably been just enough for an entire month in the extended stay. But now that opportunity is no more. No, I can't do it. I can't even have that idea anymore. Excuse me. So, but I wish I could have helped to stay here more nights at this hotel, but it looks like I have to check out and be back on the streets. And and at least I'll probably have enough money for food for up until Thursday. And damn, I will have enough for up until Thursday. Then Friday would need help with money for food again, and then needing help every day until um next Thursday. And I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow at work. It seems like everybody hates the job, and not everybody, but certain workers be complaining that, be threatening to quit every day. You know, excuse me. Certain workers be threatening to quit just about every day. Excuse me. But I'm trying to stay for as long as I guess as long as I could. But at the same time, I'm trying to look for another job opportunity. Um, I wish it wasn't like that for me. That I wish I could have like make a living from my writings or something entrepreneurial. You know, excuse me. So I'm tired, very tired. It's 10:32 p.m. right now, and I think I'm gonna go for now. I need whatever help I can get, whatever y'all can spare, to help me stay off the streets in a hotel or something. Um, but until then, I mean, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. But before I go though, um, on my main Targeted by the Psych World channel, I did a update video on there, you know. So, but I'll see y'all.